Alright, so this is a mod that I've been working on for a little while now. For those that don't know about it, it's a space-related mod. I've had help with some of my Discord community for some of the animations and stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit. The mod is in development, but it's coming along at the moment. We have a dimension and everything set up, and a lot of the mechanics for the spacecraft, landing craft, which you see here, is pretty much done. Pretty good to show that off at the moment. There are a few things that still need to be finalized and tweaked and stuff like that, but it's mostly done. So it's mostly just the fuel system and something else. I can't remember what, but there was a few other things that needed a little bit tweaking, like rotation and stuff like that. It would be nice to have support for rotating the entity and stuff based on the location and stuff, but I'll be working on that a little bit more, but that's to come. So yeah, the model worked in Blockbench for 3 days to make the model itself, and there's a lot of features as well as custom animations. It makes use of the latest version of mcreator that supports custom animations and stuff. We'll be taking a look at that in a little bit. And there will be a fuel system, and it can go between planets and stuff like that. Now, planets being overworld, and the mod ones for my my mod itself. So when you actually, there's going to be like an entire building mechanic of actually assembling this thing as well, starting with landing gears and then the frame and then other parts of components of the ship. But I haven't got that far for actually working on it. That will be probably after I finish the fuel system. So, all right. Basic mechanics. Right clicking on it will not open up the door. You can actually ride the entity until you're in the vehicle itself. And the other thing is, if you shift, you can access its cargo capacity. This one's already fully fueled, as you can see with the yellow bar up here. The other one over here has most of the fuel. Fuel can be crafted through brewing sand, brewing an empty jar, and seeds of some sort. So that's all tag based. I'll probably do a tutorial on how to make a custom thing for the biofuel, which is what's being used to basically fuel this. So the other thing is I have an action key. I had to work around the shift and the regular right click because obviously you can't do both, and it's really hard to do sneaking and trying to not access the inventory at the same time as doing an action and stuff. So it's just like, it's a really complicated thing to work around. So I have an action key. By default, this is tab, and if you just hit tab and then right click on the entity, then the door will open. So that's basically the basic mechanics for that. And getting in, it will close the door automatically, and then it'll put you into the seat facing the door itself. And right clicking on the entity will open up the UI. Now, I don't have the fuel system, the fuel UI open yet. There is lights on the ship, so if we toggle those on, I'm thinking about adding a glowing effect for them. But if we try to shift to dismount right now, it's going to just make sure that we're still riding the entity. So we need to actually open the door first, and then we can exit. And you can see the lights are on this one, and if we go to this one will be off. So you can see that these are a little bit different. I'm thinking about doing a glowing texture for that. That's actually probably the best location for it, so I can probably do a glowing texture for that. I'll probably do that later. But yeah, so let's hop in here, and we'll go ahead to the planets tab. Right now I only have 2 planets. Eventually I feel like I want to add pretty much everything in our solar system. We have Mars and we have Earth. I might even try adding one for a space station, so we can people can make their own space stations and stuff like that. We'll see how that turns out. Right now I'm just focusing on Mars itself, and to get there, what you do is you just click on the button, and the engines will come to life. And this is a sound that I got from freesound.com or freesounds.org. That's it. and it's a attribution license. So basically what I've given credit on the wiki and everything like that, a link to their thing, credited the author and the page itself. So it's all basically up and up, on the up and up, for making sure that there's proper credits and stuff like that. And it's the same sound for the landing sequence as well. The landing sequence does small bursts to kind of indicate that you're going downwards. And as you can see, we're going pretty far up. If you look at the XYZ coordinate right at the thing there, we're already 500 blocks up in the air. It goes to 1,000 blocks. Also, our landing gears have also retracted around 400 blocks. And they'll extend in the other dimension at around the same height. So when we get to 1,000 blocks, we'll be switching over to the other dimension. So we're in Mars now, and we can watch the landing gears actually extend. Now I can't really do a great shot of this because of the location and everything where I'm sitting, but you can see that it extends and stuff too. And you can hear that the sound is actually doing small bursts of the engine as well. And we're landed, so we can get out. Now I will be adding a oxygen system for the mechanics and stuff to the world. This is basically what I've gotten done so far for the biomes and stuff like that. It's pretty cool for the environment. I just wanted something not like the same as real life, but something a little bit more, something interesting to explore and stuff. There will be 5 biomes in this particular dimension for Mars. Might add more in the future, but one of the nice little features that I worked on was actually footsteps. So when you walk on these blocks, the Mars sand, you can actually leave footsteps, and they'll over time disappear and vanish, starting with 1 footstep, then 2 footsteps, and then it'll be back to the normal state. Also, if you place something on top of this block and it updates, then the footsteps will go away eventually too. So that's kind of cool. And there's also a basalt Mars biome. I'm not sure where it is from here. I think it might be this way. We'll check out this direction. It's not usually too far. Yeah, there's one right over here. So also, when you're actually landing your craft, it's going to be in the exact same place as the overworld biomes. So like the terrain will be exactly the same. So yeah, this is the basalt one. It's pretty easy to navigate. There's also some ores in here, as you can see, and there's actually ores in the sands as well, and as well as underground. So it's pretty easy to navigate because there's a lot of gaps between the basalt, but I wanted it kind of like pillars and stuff that would make it look a little bit unique. And as you can see, it does a pretty good job at generation and stuff like that. And yeah, there's also the a lot of the oceans and stuff will be the sand as well, so it'll be kind of like these. And I'm not sure if this is actually an ocean or a river or whatever, but eventually, I don't think it's an ocean. This might be a river or something like that. But there's parts where I still need to fix that makes it a little bit more seamless for the texture. As you can see, this is like one biome that would be like a river over there where there's no bushes and stuff, so I'll be fixing that up in the future before the mod goes live as well. And yeah, it's just small updates. There'll be a lot more minor updates for parts and stuff, and might as well show you down below where the stone is. So this is what the stone looks like underground. And sometimes there's this odd generation with the built-in mods and stuff. Their ore generates from the other worlds and stuff. I'm not sure why Mojang does that. It's nothing I can actually fix, unfortunately. Not without like locking code and stuff. So yeah, it's just basically the exact same copy as the other world as well. So it's pretty cool. And there will be a whole building mechanic. I'll probably do a in-depth tutorial of how that all works when I get it done. So outside of that, that's pretty much the update. Now, if you wanted to go back to the original world, then you just click on the other icon. Clicking on the same world icon will actually bring you up and then bring you down again. So you have to be kind of careful on what button you press. I'll probably make a exception to make sure that it's not the same world that the player is in. But yeah, and I don't think there's anything else to really cover. Lights turn on and off, the door opens. There will be a fuel indicator tab. I might just add it to the base window here. I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, if we want to go back, we just click on the button and then it'll bring us back to the overworld. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I know I don't upload to this channel that often, but it's just something that I've been working on, and on my Discord community, I've been sharing updates about it in the showcase tab under the Beyond Planetz, what do you call it, form thing, the thread. So some people wanted a update of showing how the mechanics and stuff work. So hopefully this will be good enough, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.